Hello there, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi, and page-turners they were not, but this is the podcast you're looking for.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brennan Moore. That noise you're hearing is my ventilator, and welcome to Only What You Take With You, presented by Page Turners They Were Not, my Star Wars podcast. So, it's been a while since I recorded one of these episodes, and I wanted to comment on the Mandalorian Grogu teaser. The Mandalorian Grogu, for those of you who are not aware, is a film that will continue the story of Mandalorian. It comes out in May of 2026. So we are about 8 months away from it. Several recent Star Wars celebrations, the people who attended the panel got to see material of the film. Those of us who were not able to attend did not get to see that footage. But now we have, because the teaser came out. And quite honestly, it looks like a blast, a total blast. I love Andor. I absolutely love Andor. It's very, very heavy. This film looks like it's going to go back to the fun and the wackiness of The Mandalorian that celebrates the fun side of Star Wars. Now, it is true that Star Wars makes really, really good political commentary. With Andor, and actually all of the shows, even The Mandalorian, make commentary that can be applied to the real world right now. And I'm certain that that's what's going to happen in The Mandalorian Grogu. But I think overall, it's going to be a fun adventure with lots of the things that many of us enjoy. Including lots of weird-looking aliens and weird-looking robots and just fun stuff. And a lot of Grogu being adorable, I'm sure. We also caught a glimpse of Sigourney Weaver, who is going to be in the film. Now, I'm not going to get my hopes up that her role is that big of a role. And the reason I say that is I think you don't want to run into a situation where you expect an actor to be a really pivotal part of the story, but where your expectation gets the better of you when you see it and go, oh, I wanted more. That was I remember the announcement about Christopher Lloyd being a Mandalorian, which he was, but a lot of people were expecting a lot more. And I don't think that's any fault on the part of the showrunners. It's the danger of being a fan is you kind of go off on a tangent of thinking, oh, this actor's gonna do this. Oh my gosh, they got this big iconic name, they're gonna have a huge role, and then they don't. And I think that's just us as fans overdoing it. But regardless, having Sigourney Weaver in The Mandalorian even a little bit is going to be fun. Because, let's face it, I mean, Ellen Ripley is one of the greatest sci-fi characters in existence. Like I said, I'm not going to get my hopes up for a major role from Sigourney, but just having her there, a legend, it's going to be fun. And we got to see a little bit of comedy between her and Grogu, which is funny. But also, let's not forget, she's Tawny Weber in Galaxy Quest. So whether her role is a big role or a small role, I'm excited to see her. Um, Lots of really weird looking aliens. Um, and those of you who may remember an alien called Amanaman, who appeared in Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi, it looks like an alien of that species is appearing again. Whether or not it is the actual character Amanaman, I don't know. But we get some weird looking gladiator fighting, which is kind of fun. With a Mantelian Sabbath, which you might remember when Chewbacca and R2-D2 are playing that Dejaric, or space chess on the Millennium Falcon. The one piece that R2 uses to win and Chewbacca yells at him is an alien called a Mantelian Sabbath. And it looks like we're getting a version of that in The Mandalorian and Grogu. Big gladiator fightings with a really, really buff looking hut. I believe is Jabba the Hutt's son from the Clone Wars movie. Rada, or Punky Muffin. Ay, ay, ay. Let's hope that nobody actually calls him that. We'll see. But it really just looks like this is a fun blast, returning us to the weird and wacky side of Star Wars that I've been missing a little bit. Because, as serious as Andor was, it was lacking a bit of that charm. And this feels like it's going to be completely charming. And Grogu hanging out with Anzellans. The little aliens that look like Babu Frick from The Rise of Skywalker. And so it just looks like fun. It just looks like fun. And I think I'm going to be very, very excited. I don't want to think too hard about what we're going to see because I just want to go in without any knowledge, see the movie, and enjoy it or not, just on its own merits. And I cannot wait. And I'm looking forward to going back to the theater. And I think this is going to be the Star Wars that I like to see. Um, I mean, I am very big on the philosophy and the theology of the Jedi. And I don't know how much this movie's going to scratch that itch. But as far as the pulpy action adventure, that's the itch I think this movie's going to scratch. And I've seen all I need to see. I just want to see the movie. So those are my thoughts on the Mandalorian and Grogu teaser. If you want to let me know what you think, just get a hold of me at my socials. So, my name is Brendan Marr, that noisy, hurry-say ventilator. Thank you for tuning in to Only What You Take With You, presented by Page Turners They Were Not, my Star Wars podcast. May the Force be with you.